สวัสดีค่ะ
Well, Nat, we've been on the farm now for how long?
More than a month.
Yeah, about 3 weeks or more now. And we didn't plan on being here that long, but I'm JC. This is Nat. Together we've helped hundreds of foreigners get more life for less money by having a retirement in Thailand. Now we've set out on a new adventure with the help of Danoi, Kakao, and Gopher. Together, join us on our journey while we turn this into this and make a food forest and help make Thailand green again. The water pump, the pipe for the water was broken, so we fixed that. Wi-Fi I needed to address because the Wi-Fi, we have a wireless Wi-Fi connection here that we use to turn on and off the pump. And now I've actually set up, because I remember Robert had given us a couple smart valves that I can control remotely. So I put those on the water pipes. And what else did we do? We ran new pipe for the trees.
Yeah, not grow yet, but look like it's growing.
Yeah, some of these things aren't growing real well because of the lack of water. And winter's coming to an end. Winter's dry season anyway. Now it's coming to an end. We're going into the hot, dry season. And so we ran new water pipe all over the property. And so we can drip feed water to the trees.
Yes.
So I think that'll be good. And we found out we had some rats up in our roof. And so we had the kids get under the house and track down where the holes were. And it turns out when they made the house, it's a modular home, the tubes, the metal tubes, they left open at the bottom, and I think the rats are going up the tubes, up into the roof. And today we bought some expanding foam to fill those up so the rats can't get in and out of there. We're going to finish up with some of the water pipes. When we come back, I would like to, that awning you see back there, I would like to move to the side of the house where that one is sort of ripped now, and replace this one with what we had before, which was a clear awning, so we can see out while we're cooking and stuff.
And when the raining comes.
Yeah, and during the rainy season, when it comes, it's nice to sit in the kitchen in the evening too, when you see the lightning and the rain and everything. That's really cool. We had our leftover chicken from our chicken coop. I got a chance to see. Spend some time with our last chicken, which stays over at Nat's mom's house. What else did we do while we were here?
Take care of the cow.
Yeah, Nat helped her parents because her mom slipped and fell and hurt her back. And so Nat was helping. They have, what, 4 cows?
4 cows.
4 cows. So you were helping with that, trying to get her back on her feet and taking care of the kids.
Meet a friend, get a lot with the book.
Yeah, we have 2 YouTube viewers, Eric and B, which don't live that far from here. I mean, they have a really nice little garden. And they've got everything growing in this small area. They've got cilantro and broccoli and onions and cilantro. Kana is a type of green that they cook with pork and stuff. So they have all that. And they gave Nat a lot of vegetables to eat.
Green onion, flower onion.
Yeah, onion flowers and stuff, which are like chives, I think. But anyway, so that's what we've been doing on the property, and we're going to get ready to leave. And we're just finishing up things that we need to accomplish before we get out of here. We're not sure when we'll be back, but now the watering is set up so I can do that remotely and to get through dry season. So that's what's been going on. So we just wanted to get you up to speed. Oh, by the way, probably wondering what happened to the inverter and stuff. Check this out, because this is the update on our power here. Okay, so if you watched the last video that I made, I explained that our solar system is out. We're running off a generator trying to get electricity to keep the douyin, the refrigerator, cool and charge devices and cook rice and all the stuff. We're running a generator, which is costing me almost 200 baht a day because we're also pumping water. And to get the pump cranked up to give us water, to give Nat's parents water, takes a while to do all that, so it's costing about 200 baht. So we took the inverter. Now, the inverter, it was working fine when we first got here. Took a shower and everything came out, and then I heard which is a fault, a tone, like an alarm. So I went in the shed and the fault light was on, and I thought, oh, maybe it just needs to be reset. Sometimes we use too much power and it trips or something. So I flipped the breaker off, flipped it back on, and it sounded like an electrocution. It went and then popped the breaker. And then I smelled something. I'm saying that's not a good thing, right? So anyway, we found a place in Buriram, which is about an hour from here, that fixes inverters. So we took it to him. And guess what? Here's our inverter, but it's not fixed. You know why? You know what the problem was? A gecko, which Thai people call jinjo. How do you say it?
Yeah, jinjo.
Got in this thing. And it got electrocuted and fried the boards inside the unit. So this thing is toast. They said you'd have to replace all the boards and everything.
No part to fix.
There's no parts for it. So anyway, that's toast. No good. It goes in the junk pile. And we're stuck here for a little while because we got to keep running the generator until a new inverter gets here. So we're waiting, but that's the deal on our electric. And so Nat and I are doing maintenance stuff around here, trying to keep everything going until our inverter gets here. We get all the things set up, and we're trying to get our watering set up because it's dry season right now. And when we leave, I'd like to be able to automatically turn on water and turn it off while we're gone, like we do the pump while we're gone, because it can be done by Wi-Fi. And a great member, Robert, gave us a couple smart valves. So hopefully I'll be able to set all this up with smart valves and stuff and be able to water while we're gone. But first we got to get electricity. So that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting for the inverter to get here. Okay, so in the last video I showed you that I electrocuted a gecko with our inverter, and it shorted out our whole inverter. And they couldn't fix it. They didn't have the boards to put in it. Probably would have cost more to put the boards in than to buy a new one. So we bought a new one. Now this isn't an expensive one. It's just to get us by for the time being, because we're not running the air conditioning stuff. But it should be the same wattage. I should be able to run the same thing like our air conditioner, but I'm not sure. And we'll test it out. But we just got this thing. Check this out. Just a little bit of damage to the box, but we're going to open it up and show you what we got and see if there's any damage. Oh, here we go. That's the ticket right there. So that's our new inverter. It's a hybrid inverter. So if you don't know about hybrid inverter, what happens with this, just like our old one, you hook this thing up, you got the solar panels, you got the batteries, and then you got the output of the electrical current to the house from the inverter. And what happens is if the batteries are charged, it'll take the sun power and directly feed it to whatever you're trying to run in the house or on the property without using the battery. So it doesn't always have to go through the battery and the inverter. It can go straight from your solar panel to your load. And so we're going to take this home, we're going to test it out, hopefully it'll be good, and we'll be back in business and not have to spend 200 baht a day on gas for the generator. That'll be a great thing. So let's go check it out, see if this thing's working. All right, so looky there. All I got to do is put on the bottom panel now, but testing out, we've got input from the solar panels, we've got output to the house, the inverter's working, everything seems to be going well so far. And I noticed Nat was saying don't let the geckos get back in. And this one of the reasons I bought this one is it said it was all sealed up to even keep out dust. But you can see once this panel goes on, there's no places for a gecko to get in to cause any problems. So far it's so good, and we'll see what happens when we start running heavier loads. But for right now, we're back in business and we got power without having to run the generator out there. So looking good. So there you go. We've got power again, able to run the stove and air conditioning if we come back and it's hot. But it's been cold. I say cold for Thailand. It's been really nice. This is an extended cold front that's been coming through here. We've been here 3 weeks. It's been cold almost the whole time. This is an aberration. It's not usually like this. But it's been really pleasant and good hanging out with the kids. And our Gopher, our nephew, last night, I brought these VR goggles and put on some VR videos from YouTube, and that was fun watching him. He'd never experienced VR before, 360 and stuff, so that was very cool. So we've had some good experiences while we're here. Everything's brown, dry, and it will be for the next 2 or 3 months. And so we're just trying to get through dry season. So the power's back up. We're getting our water supplies going now. We have smart valves to be able to turn on and zone water while we're gone, and so everything's good. All right. I'll be making some videos shortly about some things more about the taxes and other things I think are really important, and updating you on that. And that's it. Think about becoming a member of escapetothailand.com. That's hyphen between those, escapetothailand.com. And think about becoming a member or buying us a coffee. There's a link always in the description to help buy us a coffee. And so that's it. Anything you want to add before we sign off?
See you on the beach.
Yeah, see you from Cha'am. JC and Nat out. Take care.
Bye.
Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.